Pre-time skip arc ranking, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, pre-time skip arc ranking. So as a lot of you know, I have actually passed the time skip in my journey through One Piece. A lot of people were asking me, well, Daffy, how do you rank all of the different arcs pre-time skip? So that's what we're doing today. Yes, as per usual, leave a like, subscribe. Let's get into it. All right. This isn't in this.
That you could.
Oh my god, dude! This intro is so ass. So this is in alphabetical order. This isn't necessarily in how it went personally, which is fine with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, let's get to it. Alabasta. Alabasta. Were there any low points in Alabasta for me? Off the top of my head, I don't think so. Again, I read that like what, 8 months ago. So forgive me if I'm misremembering anything. But I love Crocodile as a villain. I really enjoyed Vivi's journey. I love kind of like the Civil War aspect of Alabasta. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I don't think it's the peak of pre-time skip One Piece, but that was pretty good, especially with Crocodile as a villain. Immaculate, fantastic. Zero complaints about Crocodile personally. I like the fights that the crew had at the end there. It did kind of drag in the desert a little bit, but I think it was great. I think it was great. Amazon Lily. It's weird because I kind of feel like this is like the tail end of the Sabaody Archipelago arc. I think it's mid. There's nothing that really like stands out to me crazy about this arc. I mean, it's very short too. It's like what, like 7-8 chapters or something like that. Nothing too crazy personally. I don't really have that much to say about it, honestly. It's just a setup between, it's just like what happened to Luffy between getting sent off by Kuma and then pre-impel down. I don't know. Arlong Park. Ooh, I think Arlong Park is good. I think Arlong Park's good. It's not great. I don't know. Is it? Arlong Park? Ooh, I like the Nami backstory. I love the fight against Arlong. The other fish and all that, Luffy getting stuck underwater, it was to me. I think I like Arlong Park's good. I like it. I like the Luffy. The one of my favorite moments throughout that arc is Luffy saying, "Yo, I can't tell lies. I'm not a good cook. I don't know how to wield swords, but I can do one thing. I can defeat you." Fire moment, by the way. Again, also I said this in a community post, but the more I see of the One Piece live action, the more it's kind of just. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, Daffy, but this is like the most faithful adaptation of a live action anime we've seen." One Piece is so fantastical and crazy with its character designs and just the circumstances that occur with it. I just don't think it translates well into live action, especially with the character of Luffy. Luffy in live action would come across as a psychopath. It's why they changed some of his lines around, but I don't know. Baratie, ooh, it's good. It's good. Don Krieg as a villain's okay. He's entertaining. The actual villains kind of suck. Not gonna hold. They suck. Everything pre Alabasta, like with the first time that Luffy actually got hit with belt to ass. Everything before that is just the villains are kind of just bad. Arlong Park. Arlong's cool. Arlong's cool. But he wasn't like a super great villain, right? Compared to some of the greatness that we have later on. Yeah. Drum Island. I would say that if it was like, I'm tempted to put it just in great because I think Wapol sucks, but everything else around Wapol is like top tier. This is the first time I cried reading One Piece. I love Chopper as a character here. It kind of makes me sad how they kind of shove Chopper off to the side at just the further and further we go down in One Piece. But no, I really enjoy this arc, man. Beautiful. Nothing bad to say about it besides, besides Wapol, he's just terrible. Awful, awful, awful. Especially that moment of Luffy with the pirate flag, like a man's dreams never die, and you have the character of the doctor, I forget his name, but when he goes to the king's castle and the first thing he says is, "Thank goodness nobody is sick." Great moment, great moment. Enies lobby. Go to dark. Go to dark. Y'all can go watch the video. Y'all can go watch the video for my thoughts on that. This arc is just gas, nonstop, front to back. I like CP9 as the villains. Robin's backstory was extremely emotional. I really enjoyed that. The fights are really good. Luffy versus Rob Lucci, and Usopp screaming at him to get up, stop making me worry about you. And Luffy legitimately thought that Usopp was not there until he took off the mask, and that was that great moment, especially with the Mary Go, the death of the Mary Go, or the Going Mary, whatever y'all want to say. Yeah, fantastic. I liked it a lot. Impel Down is good. I don't think Impel Down is bad. The setting is okay. The going through all the levels and going back up, it's an interesting premise. This is the point where I start missing the Straw Hats, man, because you have this, then Marineford, and you have a lot of time without the Straw Hats. I really like the Straw Hat crew. Like, they're dynamic. It's one of the biggest strengths of One Piece, so I was really missing them. Buggy and Mr. 3, they make they provide some levity that I think was necessary. We have some more lore with Ivankov and Bon Clay being the GOAT, obviously, but I think Impel Down's good. I think it's solid arc. Jaya, I think it was mid. I think Jaya's mid. Jaya, the main villain of that, whatever. There's a lot of lore implications. Jaya is mostly for lore. Everything else is just. Nolan, I like his backstory. I like the style that Oda used when doing his backstory. The biggest thing I remember from Jaya, besides Nolan, is that moment where Luffy kind of, just lets them get those hits on them. Luffy and Zoro just let whatever the guy's name is get those hits on him, and then when Luffy actually fights back the one time, he just knocks him out instantly. Fire. Everything else, I don't really remember a whole lot from Jaya personally. It's just pre-Skypia. Yeah. Little Garden. I think it's mid. It's mid. Yeah, mid. I really don't have a whole lot to say about Little Garden personally. Yeah, I think it's just very forgettable. The Two Giants. That's cool. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Little Garden personally. Logtown. Again, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible. But it's the end of the East Blue saga, right? Dragon makes his first appearance there, but they're just running away for the most part. It's just very short. Like, I don't even consider this like an arc, really. It's like 4 chapters, right? I don't know. I think it's mid. It's okay. Long Ring Long Island. I think it's terrible. Serves no narrative purpose. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Awful in the anime. In the manga, just. I understand One Piece is goofy and everything. This is a no stakes arc, which is fine. I think it went on for way too long, and I did not like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Marineford. Hold on. Alright, Marineford is one of the craziest experiences I've had going through a manga in a minute. That was an actual war arc. There was so much craziness going on front to back. I was in shock. Y'all seen the community post? I was just so confused the entire time. I was just like shocked. I was just like everything was just going nuts in Marineford. I loved it. Peak. Yeah. I ain't got much to say after that, man. There's not a single bad thing I can say about Marineford. Again, I missed the Straw Hats during this, but there was so much insane stuff, and how much I cared for Whitebeard as a character with not having that much screen time with him. Yeah, that's fire. Orange Town. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. The whole thing with Kaya, I don't really care about. The villains suck. No. I really did not like Usopp with this arc. I get what they were trying to go for. I didn't like it personally. It didn't move me, man. Orange Town did not move me. I will tell you. Post Ennie's Lobby is Garp. It's weird. I would consider that its own arc. Like, well, I would consider this just part of Ennie's Lobby, right? I think it's fun. I think it's good. With the introduction of Garp and everything like that. Why is this its own arc? I don't understand. Oh, you know what this is? You know what this has? This has with Shanks talking to Whitebeard, and I think it has when Blackbeard captures Ace. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. Post-war, ooh, I think it's great. I think post-war is very great. Oh, well, I think the flashback went a little longer than it needed to. And Sabo's inclusion feels very random. Because I was like, why is there this third brother that we've never heard of before? But I like Ace's backstory. I want to put... I don't know, Luffy dealing with his grief and then, coming to the conclusion that his treasures are his crew. I don't know. I'll put it in great. I will. I'll take that. Hold on, wait a minute. Can y'all see my rankings? You can. Okay. I was scared for a second. I thought my head was in front of it. I was about to be very upset. Okay. Yeah. Reverse Mountain. Laboon! Dude's good. I like Laboon a lot. I think he's good. Again, that's a very short arc as well. This is an Alabasta, was it not? I think it was. I think it was in the middle of the Alabasta saga. I think it's good. I like the story of Laboon. It moved me a lot. I can't do animals and like trauma and stuff like that. Animals, when it comes to that, it just makes me very sad. I can't do it. Yeah. Romance Dawn. This is the beginning of the series, right? Yeah. I think it's bad. I didn't really fall in love with One Piece until Drum Island, I will tell you. Yeah, I mean, Romance Dawn, I don't like Orange Town at all. But Bratzi, I like Bratzi. I thought it was good. But Romance Dawn and Buggy as the main antagonist, it was alright. Sabaody, yeah. I mean, you go from like 0 to 100 so fast, and then I love the world building implications when you have all the supernovas, right? Part of the worst generation where it makes the world feel a lot larger than it is. You have all these other pirates and all these other crews trying to get to the One Piece as well. It makes us care about them. I like that. I like that a lot. Skypiea. Dude, if I would to split Skypiea in half, because I think the first part of Skypiea is just mid and it kind of drags. But when NL is introduced, yeah, I think Skypiea is great. I think so. I think everything else besides NL kind of sucks. But with Calgara, Nolan's story, do I want to put it in Goda? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think the other antagonists kind of weigh it down. I really just did not care for them. Also, Zoro's fight versus Ohm was just very weird to me. Zoro has a couple fights where he's just losing, and then he just looks at his opponent, and he's like, all right, I'm going to stop losing now. There's not like a different type of swordsmanship that he does. Besides, I mean, Mr. Number One, or Mr. One, whatever his name is, when he learns to cut through steel, because we actually get to see him actually, perform more feats like that, and versus Kaku. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've ever cried from joy reading or watching something. When Luffy finally rang that bell, that was a phenomenal moment, man. That was insane. I love that. Syrup Village. Wait a minute. I got Syrup Village and Orange Town mixed up. My fault, chat. Hold on. My bad. No. All right. We're gonna put this here. Sorry. I think Orange Town's bid with Buggy and everything like that as a villain. Sorry, but I don't like Syrup Village. Thriller Bark. Whoa. Hold on, man. Thriller Bark. I think it's terrible. I don't like Thriller Bark. I don't like it. Actually, No, I wouldn't say it's as bad as these guys. Brook's backstory and everything like that at the end is very nice. Brook kind of hard carries this. I think Nightmare Luffy was a very big letdown. Gecko Moria as a villain sucks. I don't like him. He doesn't move me. I get very tired. The anime is just unbearable with how much screaming goes on as well. It gets supposed to be comedic, but I don't like it. I like the setting. I think it's neat. Everything else, I don't like this arc. No. Water 7. Yep. I don't need to talk about this. This Water 7. It should be like Water 7 / Annie's Lobby. It's like it's its own saga, right? Whiskey Peak. Mid. It's entertaining. You get introduced to the character of Vivi. Zoro versus the assassins or whatever. Like you'd be like 100 guys in a night or something like that, and everybody was asleep. You have Zoro versus Luffy, which is entertaining at least. I don't know. It's just mid. Yeah. That'll about do it, really. I love, especially with the Baratzi, I love Sanji's backstory as well. Frankie as well with Water 7, seeing his backstory of Mr. Tom and everything like that. I love Water 7 Annie's Lobby. Phenomenal. Fire. But I do think that Marineford is like peak One Piece. Yeah, this would probably be my ranking. I don't really think I would make any changes. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm probably going to get flamed for some of this, but I kind of don't care. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of my personal ranking of the One Piece pre-timeskip arcs, man. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. It's me, your boy Daffy. Bye-bye. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.